Hey everybody. Hey those who are on our 3 Life Essentials Facebook page. Hello, thanks for joining us. And those of you in our private BOGO group, hey, happy BOGOing, day 3 of 5. There's still 2 more days to go. Can you guys believe it? They've already been incredible so far. So today, so you can know what today's buy one get one free is. Today is buy a Copaiba. Hey Carrie, good to see you here. Have you already gotten your BOGO? Hey Liz. So today is buy a 15 milliliter bottle of Copaiba and you get a free deep blue soothing blend. Now this for members, this is a $35 price, and then you get this one for free, which is also around the same price. That's why they call it a BOGO. And then non-members, this is $46.67. So those of you, most of you I'm speaking to, you already have your own membership. So you can actually get up to 5 of these, which is huge because those of you guys who know the history of Copaiba, or as I like to call it, Copaiba is how they pronounce it in Brazil, where it is sourced. Say it with me, Copaiba. Doesn't it make you just sound so ethnic culture? I don't know. Okay, so the Copaiba actually only just started being sourced by dōTERRA about a year ago, and it's brought on a lot of buzz, and I'll tell you why in just a minute. But it got so much buzz that dōTERRA could not keep up with sourcing it from the resin in Brazil, and so they had to put a limit, a cap on how many that you could order on your account, and so you could only order 1 per account per month. And so today only, you can actually purchase up to 5 of these. And so they've actually been saving up on the oils to be able to do that for us today only. So today only you can get 5 per account, and that means you would also get 5 of the deep blues. And if you're just joining, hello, it's like raining here, which is crazy. It hasn't rained here in Northern California since we came here, which was almost a month and a half ago. And so it's crazy, it's raining. So we're gonna talk a little bit about what is Copaiba and why is there all this buzz around it, and why did dōTERRA have to place a limit on it, and how you're going to use these oils, and then ways to order this BOGO. Okay, so now if you've been wanting to get essential oils in your home but you don't know where to start, stick with us and we can help you with that. Or maybe you're just a little skeptical and you're just wondering, what is all this about? That's totally fine. Stick with us, and then you can decide for yourself. I'm curious, how many of you are waking up in pain every morning? It's not something that I deal with, but I know a lot of people do. So I'm curious. Just type in, I guess, pain in the comments so I can know if that's something you deal with in the mornings, or maybe it's weather related, and you notice a lot of pain. I'm curious about that. Or do you deal with anxious feelings and stress? I feel like that's pretty much all of us. Like, we all just need to be raising our hands right now. If it's not anxious feelings, it's stress for sure, right? Or let me ask you this, do your kids have growing pains or play sports, or maybe you play sports? Is that anybody? Or are you wanting to, let me ask you this was me, are you wanting to recover from a procedure in a more natural way but pain-free? Does that apply to anybody? If so, don't worry, we're going to answer all those questions today and a few more. Okay, so let's talk about Copaiba, or Copaiba. They're from trees in Brazil. dōTERRA sources them in Brazil. There are some other companies that supply Copaiba, but they are not sourced from there. And that's where it flourishes best, in the tropical rainforest habitats. And Copaiba contains an interesting chemical compound. Now, I don't want to get crazy science and chemistry on you guys, but Copaiba has something called beta-caryophyllene. I always find a hard time saying that sometimes. Okay, and it's very unique. And what that is means it's very powerful on your endocannabinoid system. Now, those of you who've glazed over, it's okay. Stay with me. Anybody ever heard of CBD oil, or or if you know a little bit about the cannabis plant? Comment below if you're familiar with the cannabis plant or CBD oil. You've been hearing maybe a lot about that over a while. So a cannabinoid is anything that affects that system in your body. And basically, you know, people have begun seeing benefits of things like medical marijuana, THC, CBD, all those things that have don't they kind of intrigue you a little bit? And so if you're familiar, if you're wondering like, where in the world are you going with this? If you're familiar with the cannabis, so all the different benefits that people have been seeing with that, well, so let's say CBD is actually different, very different, a whole different ball game to Copaiba, but what is the same is that they both impact that same system in your body. Okay, so CBD is actually from the cannabis plant. This is actually from a tree resin. But what happens is dōTERRA had been looking for an essential oil that could impact those same receptors in the brain without those negative outcomes, right? That you've heard about, right? Those like illegal things, the hallucinogens, the psychotropic things, all that kind of stuff. And so so basically that active ingredient that I was telling you about, that helps with aches and pains, it's 2 to 3 times more concentrated in the essential oil. And what makes dōTERRA's Copaiba unique is that it is sourced from 4 different basically like subspecies of the Copaiba tree. And so it makes it very powerful. It is the highest naturally occurring beta-caryophyllene on the market. Plus, it's significantly less expensive and longer and faster acting than those other things that we just talked about. So, and here's another thing. So if you or someone you know has been using those kinds of things like the CBD, or maybe if they're even using THC and things like that, those all could be flagged in drug screens. The Copaiba, it's a totally different plant family and it's not illegal, and it doesn't do those weird things on your body. So this is not flagged in any kind of drug screen. So so I love that is what sets this apart and how this can benefit your body. So so here's some ways to use Copaiba, okay? You can use this kind of targeted for pain point areas. Like for instance, I was having trouble when we were painting in our fifth wheel trailer when we were preparing to travel. I was painting and I was doing this motion over and over and over, and I was getting major pain. I was having to stop, and I didn't know how I was going to finish painting them. And sometimes even after 5 years of using essential oils, sometimes I don't even think about them, believe it or not, even though I use them on a daily basis. And so I grabbed my Copaiba and I just put it on my wrist areas. I added a little carrier oil to it, some of my unscented lotion. And you guys, I was able to finish painting and I got such relief. So that's one way that you can use it. Anytime you're having like some discomfort areas like that, you can also use it on your skin with your moisturizer. It's actually really great for any kind of skin irritations and things like that. But the main way that I use Copaiba is daily. In the morning and in the evening, I put this little dropper top on it. And I can put in the comments below where you guys can find this little dropper top that you can add to your Copaiba oil. But it just makes it really convenient to put a drop right under the tongue every day. And the reason that is you guys, this oil impacts so many different body systems. It's like a daily maintenance. Think of it as like part of your daily vitamins, your daily supplements. to keep your body calm, help you with your brain support. We talked about all the benefits that we've seen with that people have been intrigued with CBD oil, all of those benefits as well. It's very supportive to anybody with autoimmune challenges. It's protecting and keeping your cells healthy. And you guys, if your cells are healthy, then your body's healthy. So, and it protects them from multiplying out of control, okay? So, so that's part of my daily routine, is putting it under the tongue for cellular support, again, for your skin. So it's very, and also calming for any kind of anxious feelings. When you're having a stressful day or feeling worried, you can actually diffuse it, put it in your diffuser. You can smell it right out of the bottle. Or put a drop under your tongue again. It's a really fast way to get into your bloodstream, putting it under the tongue like that. So, so I'm curious, how do you see yourself using Copaiba? Anybody want to comment below? Like, is it pain relief, anxious feelings, brain support, excuse me, skin? How do you see yourself using Copaiba? And those of you who are already using Copaiba, I'm curious, what are you loving about it? So let's talk about, actually, let me share with you one success story, another success story that I've heard about this from, where is it? Oh, somebody was sharing about their little dog, their Yorkie, was favoring her back leg for a few weeks. Oh, Teresa was sharing this, and she said she thought it was hip issues. She said, because I haven't found anything in her foot. And she said, yesterday I started putting a drop of Copaiba mixed with 3 drops of the coconut oil on her whole hip. She said, I did it about 6 times yesterday and once this morning. And when I got home from work, she was not limping at all. So really happy pet mama, pet lover. So if you're wondering if you can use oils with your pets, yes, you can. So that's just one other success story, but I'd love to hear how you're using it. Okay, so let's talk about the freebie, because these really go really well together as well. So we're going to talk about this. So this is actually Deep Blue. It's a soothing blend. Now this is a 5 milliliter bottle, so it's a little bit smaller. And I'll tell you what's in this. It's from the wintergreen plant, camphor, peppermint, ylang ylang, the helichrysum flower, blue tansy flower, blue chamomile, and osmanthus. And I want you guys to see this. I don't know if you guys can see here. I'm on 2 different pages, so I'll have to show you guys here. But it is blue. I don't know if you guys can see that it's blue. You see it blue on my hand? I'll do, let's see if I can. Let's see if I can put it on the screen here. Can you guys see when it comes out? It's actually blue. I don't know if you guys see that very well, but that's because some of the flowers that are in there, it actually, when they are steam distilled, it actually turns blue, which is pretty crazy. This is a blend, and you're going to use this mostly topically. You're going to use this blend, but you're going to use this when you've worked out, or like I was saying before, you haven't worked out in a while and maybe you need some muscle relief, or you're having those aching joints and muscles and you can't sleep. I personally use this at the first sign or symptom of head tension to get some relief. I actually just put a drop, and I put it right here on my temples, sometimes on the back of my neck as well, and I'll add either the carrier oil or this unscented lotion here on top, just to kind of let it absorb better into my skin. And if I can catch it at the first sign, usually I only need maybe 1 or 2 times that I need to apply it, and I'm feeling much better. Oh, I love that feeling on me. Or you guys, when your kids are needing relief in their legs and their feet from growing pains or after sports and things, this is when you're going to use this. And so can you guys see how you could also be using these together? You can actually apply one and apply the Copaiba on top. So I love getting the benefits of that. So now those of you who are maybe new to dōTERRA and you're just getting started with your membership, you'll be able to get plugged into our online oil camp next week that our customers love. And we're actually going to be covering this deep blue because this is one of the top 10 most popular oils that dōTERRA carries. And I would venture to say that Copaiba is part of the top 14 that dōTERRA sells. So so we're gonna be covering the online oil camp. And so if you are new and you have not taken our online oil camp, just comment below with oil camp and we'll help get you set up, because that all starts next week. Okay, so here's some ways to order this BOGO, okay? So you can, those of you who have memberships, you can go right in, log into your dōTERRA account. If you've lost your membership ID or something, reach out to your wellness advocate and they can get it for you. You can order up to 5 of these per account. You're just gonna add the Copaiba in your cart and the deep blue will just automatically pop in there. You don't have to do anything. And I'm gonna give you a pro tip. Don't forget, order it on your loyalty rewards program because you'll get all of your shipping back in points and then all the different perks. Most people order on the LRP for just all of the different points, perks, and everything. So now if you don't have a membership, you can order through your dōTERRA Wellness Advocate at the non-member prices. So what you can do is you can just tag them in at the comments below. And honestly, so all the BOGOs, you're going to see member and non-member prices. If you don't have an account, grabbing a membership is really easy and it's very affordable. It actually usually pays for itself during BOGO week alone. And so, and what membership does is it gives you a discounted price for a year. It gives you access to our active and private Facebook community, ongoing education, support, and the online oil camp that I was telling you about that starts next week. So usually we just set up a quick phone call, find out about your specific needs, and we can share with you a little bit about how dōTERRA matches up with that, and you can find out if it's a good fit for you or not. So I think that's it, you guys. Well, I'm so pumped to see like what's going to happen tomorrow. So now if you're not a member of our VIP BOGOs group, we're going to be doing a DIY in the group later. Those of you who are not in that group, comment below with VIP group and we can get you plugged into that group, because this group is for members and non-members alike to be able to join. And we're sharing DIYs with your BOGOs today. You guys are going to love this DIY. Okay, see you guys later. Bye-bye.